Carrying the ring is a very important skill to master. Once in control of the ring, players should become heads-up ringette carriers and should be thinking of one of three things: ring control, passing, or shooting. All players should work at attaining a high level of performance in this area. The ability to gain possession and remain in control of the ring is essential to ringette. The name of the game is controlling the ring, acquiring and maintaining possession. When carrying the ring, the head is up at all times. Athletes will apply sufficient pressure on the stick. Carrying the ring with one or two hands is required in different phases of the game. When players are close to an opponent or intend to stick handle, pass, or shoot, they should hold the stick with two hands. Younger players should be taught to always use both hands. The distance of the ring in front of the body depends upon the player's height, stance, grip, and shooting style. The player should use a distance that is comfortable to them and should be able to carry the ring to the front or to the side while skating fast. An attempt should be made to keep their body between the ring and any checker. The amount of space between the hands depends on the strength of the player and the game situation. The stick should be held across the body and the ring carried in a fashion most comfortable to the skating style. The most important thing is to carry it in a position that is least vulnerable to a check from an opponent. The closer the ring is to the body, the less vulnerable it would be. Excessive movement, whether it be side to side or back and forth, may detract from skating speed. Many players will carry the ring with one hand on the stick on a breakaway or when they wish to increase skating speed when no opponent is close by. The stick is held at the grip end and the ring is usually carried ahead and in front of the player or slightly to the side. Remember that it is always more difficult to maintain control of the ring with one hand on the stick. As athletes develop, they should practice going rapidly from one hand carry to a two hand carry and vice versa. It is faster to go from one hand carry to two hand carry when the stick is held in front. There is more available flexibility and strength to change the direction of the ring than when the stick is carried to the side. Now that we have examined how to handle the ring using either one-handed or two-handed methods, we will demonstrate individual tactical skills to improve handling and protecting the ring. As the skill level increases, the ring carrier has less time and space to react. The following individual techniques can be used to create space to get by an opponent, to create the space needed to take a shot, or to complete the pass to a teammate. To protect the ring from an opponent who is behind, the ring carrier should learn to accelerate and move, keeping the ring in front of the body. The technique consists of moving the ring minimally from side to side diagonally or perpendicular to the direction of the player's movement. The player must keep the elbows away from the body, allowing them to sweep from side to side. Elbows move side to side more than the ring. This allows the ring to be in the central position. It also allows for arm pumping, which is necessary when accelerating. The technique consists of moving the ring to either side of the body and using the body to create a wall so that the opponent cannot legally check the stick. A strong skating stance is very important. The player's skates can be a little wider than hip width apart to create more space between the ring and the opponent. If the skates are too wide, then the player will not be able to change directions or accelerate. After the player picks up a loose ring or receives a pass, even the best ring handler will have a difficult time to outmaneuver an opponent if they do not move their feet. Players should be taught to receive the ring or pick up the ring and then to accelerate and move to open space. Teaching this skill should be done in a progressive manner. Skating and pass reception should be consolidated skills before this tactic is introduced to athletes. Close checking pressure from an opponent often requires that the ring carrier use a fake or deke to create space for them to outmaneuver the opponent or to create an open passing lane or angle. Once the athlete has the ring on their stick, they should immediately get their head up and move to open ice. Carry the ring as much as possible in practice. The more contact each player has with the ring in practice, the more confident they will feel to carry the ring in a game. The stick must be an appropriate length and comfortable for the individual player. A shorter stick is easier to manipulate and allows for the player to keep the ring close to the body for increased control and strength. A longer stick allows for a more powerful shot and is better for making stick checks.